you look at what the manufacturers of formulas have been trying to do over the last 50 years, is trying to duplicate what took probably 10 billion years to perfect. And there are things in mother's milk that no manufacturer has dreamt of putting into their formula, and that's cholesterol. You know, mother's milk is loaded with cholesterol, for example, and there is no formula in the market that has cholesterol, and yet cholesterol is a very important nutrient for the growing baby and for the growing brain. And so you can take the components of breast milk and try to analyze them, and you still are going to come up with a whole group of components that are alive. They're not even in the protein or fat or the vitamins or the calcium, but actually are in the live elements of the immune system that travel in the breast milk. White cells and immunoglobulins, etc. All of that makes for that nutrient to be so attuned to the child's need and are part of what the mother is seeing in her environment. So she's developing specific antibodies for that. Having said that, I don't want any mother to feel guilty if they are not successful at breastfeeding, because the other side of that breast is best is that fortunately the composition of formulas has been developed with certain scientific principles in mind that in many ways duplicate the rate of growth and fat accretion and calcium accretion of breast milk. So you couldn't tell if you did probably body composition, separate what baby has been thriving on a formula or on breast milk. Sometimes the breastfed babies actually are a little chubbier, and probably they might have difference in their lipid profile. Definitely they have higher cholesterols than children that are bottle fed, for example. But if you look at health of the child and their potential for high mathematics and chemistry Nobel Prizes, formula feds and breastfeds, I don't think there is any risk factor if you don't breastfeed. But breast still is, I think, an incredible nutrient, and one that if anybody try to duplicate, probably will not be able to.